Good afternoon, Oak Park. I'm sure you are aware by now that on this past Sunday, the elders presented our candidate for the new lead pastor position here at Oak Park. His name is Joe Earl. He is 43 years old, and he is married to his wife, Amy. They have been married for 17 years, and they have 3 children. Joshua, who is 15, Hudson, who is 13, and a daughter, Adele, who is 10. Pastor Joe is currently serving at a Baptist church in the Tampa, Florida area. We do not want to presume on God's will, but we are excited to present Pastor Joe to you, church, as our new lead pastor candidate. And we thought it would be a good idea to reach out to you in this format this afternoon so we can provide a few additional details about what we've given to you. If you were here last Sunday, you were able to grab a packet of information about Pastor Joe, and that included 5 items. It included his biography and his resume. Jeremy provided for us a link and a QR code for Riverside Baptist Church, which is the church where Pastor Joe is right now. You can go to that link or click on that QR code and find out more about the church, and you can also listen to some of Pastor Joe's sermons. He also provided a QR code to Pastor Joe's candidate questionnaire. So if you desire to go and see, it's our normal elder questionnaire that we use here at Oak Park. So if you would like to go and see how he answered those questions, you will be able to do so. And he provided one more item for us. We put together a timeline of Pastor Joe between now and when the vote will take place. And I want to spend some time just going through that with you here for a few minutes. This Friday, August the 23rd, Pastor Joe and his family will be coming to our area. And on Sunday morning, he will preach for us for the first time in our Sunday morning service. That evening at 6 o'clock, we will have a church-wide town hall in the gymnasium. We'll do that at 6 p.m. There won't be a meal. There will be light refreshments, and we will provide childcare. That will give you an opportunity to hear from Pastor Joe and ask him questions that you might have. Then on Monday at noon, Pastor Joe will get to have lunch with our seniors, what we call the Amazing Grays. And then on Tuesday night, he will meet with all of our leaders upstairs in the large room so that he can share with them and receive questions from them. Wednesday night, Pastor Joe and his family will come and they will see what we do around here on Wednesday nights with our women's activities and the different children and student activities that we have. And then on Friday, August the 30th, they will return to Tampa. If you've looked at your schedule, you will note that we've put in some free time, and that is so that Pastor Joe and his family can get more familiar with the area and they can do some house hunting when they come up this time around. Now on the second trip, September the 20th, 3 weeks after they leave, they'll be back. They'll come back to Southern Indiana for us, and Pastor Joe will get to preach on September the 22nd for a second time, and then we'll duplicate that night what we're going to do this coming Sunday night. At 6 p.m. in the gym, there will be another town hall meeting, another opportunity for you to ask any questions that you might have of Pastor Joe, and another opportunity that he might decide to share some additional information with you. Once again, there will not be a meal. We will have light refreshments, and childcare will be provided. And may I just ask you, those of you, would you please be willing to volunteer for childcare one or both of those nights? That would really help us out. So please be thinking about that. After that town hall, we'll have that town hall at 6, and then we'll wrap that up. And at the conclusion of that town hall, we'll move into a special called business meeting where we can present Pastor Joe as the candidate for lead pastor, and we will take a vote at that particular time. So that's September the 22nd. He'll come back and preach to us again. We'll have a final town hall that evening, and then we'll go into a business meeting where we can vote for him as our lead pastor. Now, assuming the call is extended to Pastor Joe, he's going to need some time and assuming he accepts the call, he's going to need some time to relocate. The actual start date then will be determined when we get some of that figured out. He'll need to sell their home in Florida, and they'll need to look for a place to live up here and then be given time to relocate to be with us. You received that packet last Sunday, and Jeremy has sent out an email just today with that same information. So pray that you've gotten that and you've had a chance to look at it, or will take time to look at it. For any reason you don't have one of those, then please reach out and Jeremy can get you one. Our bylaws require that we give at least 1 month between the time that we announce the candidate and that we vote on the candidate. The timeline that we have put together has been arranged so that the church can have ample time to get to know and hear and ask questions of Pastor Joe. If you have any questions about the process itself, feel free to reach out to Pastor Jim or Pastor Nathan or myself. Brothers and sisters, this is a significant event in the life of our church. We have been going through an unexpected and unsettled season of transition, and the Lord has been faithful to provide for us and give us grace through this period of time. Your search team has served you faithfully and very diligently to bring us to this point to present this particular candidate. Thank you, Oak Park, for remaining faithful, and thank you for praying for us during this season. May the Lord continue to bless us and keep us. May the Lord continue to make His face shine upon us and be gracious to us. And may He continue to lift up His countenance upon us and give us peace. And to that we say, Amen.